Hello again, everyone. This is Larry at the Best, and reminding you what you feel you attract, what you imagine you become, what you say you see, and what you hear influences the results you produce in your world. So, during our last session, I was talking about the importance of paying attention, and I'm going to pick up on that subject again today. So, I was sharing, reading from the book of Proverbs. And actually, ever since I started thinking, as a matter of fact, the the last session you saw was supposed to have been for the week before Tim and I did our presentation. So that simply gave me a lot more time to really think about this whole idea of paying attention, because as I've said before and as I'm going to say again, and I hope you guys are getting this, this whole business of life boils down to taking control of your destiny triggers, exercising your God-given control over your destiny triggers. That's what it boils down to. Really, that's what it boils down to. I don't care how you dice it, how you slice it. It boils down to taking control of what you think, what you hear, what you say, what you see, what you imagine, in other words, what you expose yourself to, what you pay attention to. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. And this is exactly what King Solomon is telling us in this portion of the book of Proverbs. That's what it boils down to. Learn to take control. Learn to exercise your God-given dominion over your destiny triggers, and you got it made. Period. That is the whole responsibility. That is the only responsibility we have. Because let's face it, a course causeless, it cannot come. If you don't expose yourself to it, it cannot affect you, period. So let's get back here. Oh, and this is what I was getting ready to say. Since last week, then I have had the opportunity to pay more attention to the subject of paying attention, and I've discovered some very, 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 very fresh, innovative, and life-enhancing ideas that I'm going to be sharing with you as the weeks go on. As a matter of fact, one of the things I'm thinking about doing, and I'm not sure exactly when that will happen, is I'm going to go back to one of my favorite all-time books, As a Man Thinketh, and I think I'm gonna spend some time on that. I'm not quite sure yet, but something has just been brewing within me in reference to some of the quotations in that book. So maybe we'll end up there soon. But for now, let's get back to this subject of paying attention. So it says, "My son, pay attention to what I say. Listen closely to my words. Do not let them out of your sight." So let's pay attention to that first part. My son, pay attention to what I say. My son, my daughter, anybody, everybody, pay attention to what I say. You know what? I might get a little deep with you right here, but this is very important. Now, what in your opinion do the words, "My son, pay attention to what I say"? What I say. Who is the I saying? What I say. Pay attention to what I say. Listen closely to my words. So, who is this I that is saying? And what are these words you and I are supposed to listen closely to? Well, you think about that. And the next time we get together, I will attempt to get into a little bit more detail about the I saying and the words you and I are supposed to pay attention to. So in the meantime, be careful what you hear, because it will definitely affect your outcome. And I'll talk to you soon.